Were you surprised by the amount of people who got on board so quickly?
Certainly. I think when we strategized the campaign, we all had a vision. And I think it was Simi that asked, how big do we want this to go? And he says, well, I don't think it's going to go that big. It might get big, but not that big. And certainly the response was overwhelming. Within 2 hours, it was the top 10 topic in the country. And that was between 6 and 8 in the morning when people are on their way to work on the train. So it shows how quickly it took up to this campaign and how topical it is. And for it to have spread as far as the US and the UK and even New Zealand as well.
That must have felt so great for you guys to know that it spread worldwide.
Started and it just went. And that's the beauty of the internet. If you put something out there, it can happen and it will happen. And if enough people take to it, it can cover.
And it shows also that this topic isn't only relevant in a South African context, but in a global context. And we're happy to have noticed that Hashim Amla, one of the Protea cricket players, and Sunnyville Williams, the New Zealand rugby superstar, have also supported the online media campaign by retweeting the tweets.
That's great.
That was quite awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank
That's
you.
really amazing what you're doing. Now, all of this is around the launch of the Muslink TV talk show.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It's being hosted by Riaad Moosa.
That's right.
Okay, what is it all about?
Riaad will
can
be
take-
hosting respected Muslim personalities that have and continue to make important contributions to the development of society. And this is to demonstrate to people, you know what, we earned respectable positions in order to contribute to the development of the common well-being. So by projecting this to the community, people will get to understand the Muslim in a different context. They'll see a Muslim as a lawyer, as an accountant, as a scientist for that matter, particularly for these people that don't have access for one-on-one engagement with the Muslim, but also to provide an opportunity for recognition to the less known Muslim personalities that continue to make differences within their respective communities. I know there's a gentleman in Sea Winds by the name of Rashid. He's a man of meager means, but he started a feeding scheme that feeds more than 400 families, and that underscores how we contribute to society at all levels. So the show will be in the format of a talk show, and it will be filmed at the Convention Centre from the 30th of April between 7 and 11 a.m. and we'll be having 4 shows for this year.
Wow, that's great. And when do you know when people will be able to watch?
The screening will go on Dean TV on the same day at 7:30 p.m. during prime time. It will also be broadcast live via radio 786 on the morning. It will also be available online as well, so that people that don't have access to certain satellite platforms still have an opportunity to access the Muslim TV talk show via their smartphones, tablets, or PCs.
Yasin, when they approached you with this concept, what did you think of it?
Like I said, I loved it because I could firstly dispel all the evil stereotypes.
Yeah.
But it's also one of those things where now I can do something for the community, and it's by the community, for the community, and for basically every Muslim and actually every human, just to show them like we're normal people and we want to show off that we are doing good in our fields as well, not only as a Muslim doctor, just as a doctor. Because Gift of the Givers as well is also one of the people that we
Imtiaz.
Yeah,
Yes.
Imtiaz Suleiman are one of those personalities that the Muslim platform cannot miss. So we'll certainly do our best to make sure that he is featured on the show, to showcase that he is a humanitarian who happens to be Muslim as well. And again, people or mainstream media would focus on the fact that he is a humanitarian, but forget the fact that he's a Muslim. So we are there to equal the messaging, to say, you know what, Muslims are contributing to humanitarian causes, irrespective of where that aid is going to. I mean, they've most recently supported the xenophobic outbreak in KwaZulu-Natal, and that shows that the Muslim community cares about all communities. We care about all forms of oppression. We are against all forms of oppression, irrespective which religious denomination it is being presented against. Something escaped me, but it will come back.
It will come back.
Yeah.
Gia just covers everything. Like I feel like an amateur when he speaks about he's got everything down. He covers all the bases.
And he's looking so good too.
Yes.
I can't.
You
I
guys
don't
know.
I feel so untidy now today. But also, just back on the hashtag, some of my best friends are hashtag some of my best friends are Muslim. I saw one also that really stood out. I can't remember the handle that went with it, but the picture just it was a photo of this girl and her friends, and she was the only I was like non-Muslim or Christian girl, and she was saying that she's the she's the only non-Muslim amongst her friends, and they haven't threatened to kill her, if not even once. They haven't threatened to behead her, not even once, and that's not the way Muslims do things. And I was like, that's exactly what it's all about.
The point that I wanted to make, lashing onto Yasin's comment about by the community, for the community, we could have done the Muslim talk show in a studio without an audience and just present a TV talk show. But we want to create a participatory environment where the ordinary public has an opportunity to actively participate in the dialogue that is going to reshape the way people perceive the Muslim community. And I think that's a valuable opportunity for them, because many of us say, you know, I don't know what I can do, I'm sitting at home. Now you have an opportunity to come in studio, pose questions to our guests, pick their minds and find out what are the things that are relevant that we need to address as a Muslim community, and also have an opportunity to be on TV.
If all else fails, you're going to be on
TV.
TV. Now, how can people get to the conference and be in the live studio audience?
Tickets can be purchased. All that people need to do is SMS their name to 082 964 0356, and we will contact them to find out how they'd like to participate. Individual tickets cost only 200 rand. That includes, we know the Muslim community likes to eat at every function, whether it be a funeral, a birthday party, a christening, there's going to be plenty of food. So we've made sure as a baseline that there's going to be food. So you'll get a full breakfast and tea, coffee and pastries on arrival. Your parking at the convention center is included. That on its own over a 4-hour period is over $50. So a 200 rand ticket is very reasonably priced, and you're going to have a wonderful time. And for corporates that would like to participate, maybe treat their staff or their clients to an opportunity, corporate tables cost only 3,000 rand, and they'll get to invite 10 guests, and they'll have branding at the event as well.
Okay, great. Now, this is a great step towards changing, I guess, the myths and stigmas around the Muslim community. What needs to happen next to get these messages to the media? I mean, the media and the movies and Hollywood are still portraying Muslims as those villains, like that you were saying. So
And
what has to happen
we
next?
spoke about as well, some people ask us why we're doing this. We shouldn't be justifying our actions or justifying being Muslim. But these are the small steps that we take now to fight those stereotypes. Because if we don't do it, then who will? And these will live on for as long as TV is around. So we need to start now and just take the small steps to neutralize.
We're starting on the silver screen, and who knows, there'll maybe be a Muslim blockbuster showing Adams doing amazing things.
Can I be in it?
Absolutely.
Yes, you can be the hashtag. Some of my best friends are Muslim. You can cover that quote on the movie.
Okay, remind us once more, just before we wrap up, how people can get tickets, where they can find all that information they need.
Simply SMS 082 964 0356 with your name. We will contact you and advise you how to secure your ticket. And similarly, for the corporates that would like to book tables, they can email Muslink at 4410media, that's the number 44, the word TEN media.coza, and we will contact you with details.
If you'd like to get involved, head on over to Twitter and share your thoughts and photos using the hashtag #MuslimNotExtremist, and some of my best friends are Muslim.